Good morning. It is a good morning. I've been up for a little while and I've also gone out and cleaned some area of the yard so the dogs can go outside for a bit more of an extended day outside. So we're here on Wednesday, the 23rd of November. I had to think of the day. They have been sort of rolling into each other at the moment basically as I count down, I suppose, towards a holiday over the Christmas break. So we're here though for the daily LENORMAND card spread reading. So welcome if you're watching via replay and welcome if you are here live. I am sending this out to my YouTube channel, the rosboundy page, the profile, the mytimetv.live page, those three to Facebook, of course, and to the Soulpreneurs app, which is, I think it's called the Soulpreneurs app, and the LENORMAND cards group in that space. So the 5 destinations, I think the technology we have is wonderful, but you don't want to hear me rambling. I'm going to keep moving forward as rosboundy the psychic medium to share these cards with you. So let's whiz over to the card spread. It's a lovely deck today. I'm just going to quickly move that down so it's more centered. That's the other part of the wonderful technology we have, the different things we can do and the improvements all the time in what we've got. Now, it is that, whoops, I went and banged that. I shouldn't have done that. What we're using is the Gilded Reverie LENORMAND card spread. Sarah Marchetti's the artist and I suppose the author of I'm not sure about the guidebook. I don't use it, but it is the expanded edition. So here we go with that. That's the cards. Now, I do have a little added in owl deck that I use just to choose one from here as a start focus. So don't let anyone rustle your feathers. It's a gorgeous card, isn't it? I like the colours in it. Well, I must be in my greens at the moment. I'm really enjoying green. Yes, so you'll probably see that at a later time when I've published a book, the first one. So here we go. I'm going to base the website on greens, I think. I might leave that out to use that, so don't let anyone rustle your feathers. Here we go. We've got the mountains in the first space so it goes 1 is the left of the cross, 2 is the right of the cross, 3 is the top, 4 is the bottom, and 5 is the centre. So in the 1, as in the home space, it's the mountains. In the second card I read, it is the energy of the work business, that type of thing. Up the top, it's in the third one I read is the mice, and it's the lady. It's the woman in the workspace today. And then up the top in the unexpected space, we've got the mice, and they're in that cute pose. I love that card. So that's up the top of the cross. At the bottom of the cross, we have in our 4th position, which is your role. It's the dog. Lovely card to have there. And in that central, the 5th card that I read, it is the lilies, being that outcome card and that outcome energy. So wonderful to actually, excuse me, I've got a very itchy finger. I was outside cleaning a dog kennel just before I popped in. So, yeah, there was a few spider webs on it. Had to clean off. Oh, a little piece of fluff there. So here we go, mountains in the home space. It's just giving us a little bit of a challenge. When we actually look at things that we're faced with that look like they're difficult, we sometimes do, because we're human, we do exaggerate them. So it could be that little molehill, little anthill molehill that we grow into being that mountain of effort, that mountain of what we need to be doing to get past it, get to the top of it, or otherwise. I mean, we certainly do know and understand those things that fall in the way, that interrupt us as we're doing things. I think that can sometimes be what is, that anthill that grows into a mountain because things become more difficult as a day progresses. I'm feeling that in this sense, we might have those little challenges, but just let them roll, just step around them. We've got the agility, like that moose or the reindeer or whatever it is that's right in the corner of this little picture. We're in our home territory, our familiar place. It is our home, and we can step around and move things as we need to, shift things up a bit and really get into what is our day in our home space, allow that energy to just move us, our purpose, our determination to be setting it up as we want it. Know what your intentions are in how you're putting and placing things within your home, but also how you're understanding and nurturing those who are the people within your home. Because a home is not just the house and the things we have in it. It really is the relationships that we have in our family, in that space that is the most intimate of spaces, really, and how we learn and grow with that. That exercise in challenging our emotional muscles as well as our physical probably is going to really make us a lot stronger too in our day-to-day at home. So good morning, Rena. Lovely to have you here. Oh, you've changed your avatar, and look at that. You've got a reindeer with the antlers, and look at what we've got in our home space. Well, duty. Anyway, then we're moving across to the woman who is in the workspace. This you can see is the more mature woman. Hello, what? And Shaz, good morning. How are you? I wonder, are you in bed still or out of bed? This beautiful older woman is really stepping into that space of what I feel is the wisdom, bringing forward what is wonderful knowledge of, women have been in business over the centuries too. It's not just a man's realm, but it's also bringing in for the men, it's that feminine energy. It's bringing in that is the nurturing side of a deeper understanding on that level of, that the more feminine energy of what our workspace is going to hold. So I'm feeling that there is a bit more a sense of deeper contemplation around what you're doing in your workspace today. Okay. So just going to have a look-see at what Rena's got here, because she said reindeer with antlers. Maybe Facebook changed it. Well, what's the symbol that's there, Rena? Is there something that actually is specifically a meaning with, have you chosen your own profile photo though? Because this would be what is your profile photo, isn't it? To me, it looks like it's a reindeer. Is it because it's coming up to Christmas? I don't know. I don't know. Explain, please, what it is, because, to me, it looks like a reindeer. I love it. I think it's just so synchronistic, the fact that we've got this here, that if that one there, down in that little there, would face on, it would be very, very similar to what you have in your avatar. Now, here we go, coffee and toast. You're lucky to be able to have the toast at the moment. I don't know whether I will or not. Anyway, we see. The next card is the mice. And just whipping up there, I was just checking my iPad because I've got my Soulpreneurs app open on the iPad to check if there's anyone in for chatting, which at the moment not, but it's wonderful to have the opportunity with the technology, as we know, to go to mobile devices, from the small to the big screen, whichever way we choose to watch anything really now, isn't it? Now the mice, lots of resources. There's going to be that whatever you need through the day is going to pop in. This is the unexpected energy, remember. But it's also that with all of that gorging, obviously, of what mice do, I'm just going to shift that down a little bit, the playfulness and the plenty and the gorging and just having that fun. I do think in the unexpected, it's just giving us that message, have an awareness of how you're using what you do, doing what you're doing and using what you've got there as resources, because there can be that point where that, that last string on this bit of cloth he's chewing through and swinging on will break and he ends up arse up. So it could be something like that pops in. Just have an awareness of what's happening around you and behind you. And yes, Sandra, it does look like a sacred geometry, doesn't it? And that's why I'd love to know what it means as well. I haven't delved as detailed into sacred geometry. I'm aware of it. I do have a deck of cards here somewhere that is sacred geometry. They may still be packed from when I was moving the 1 or 2 or 3, whatever times. So I haven't seen them for a while, but I know I've got them. So, and Rena, you haven't changed your picture. It's a light code. Maybe it's taken on more of a Christmassy light. Oh, okay. So that's a light code. Oh, it'd be nice to find out a little more about it. But anyway, here we are at our role, and it is the dog. There's that unconditional love. Be ready. Be ready yourself to take up whatever offer you have been given to go out and play, to, toss the ball, to really be a companion to others in that deep, unconditionally loving way. So you may just need to be a listening ear for someone who wants to bounce off some work ideas for you with you, or you've got some for others. But it's sharing. It's really spending that time together, and especially in the home space. It really is nice to go for a walk. I know the dogs I'm looking after are really hankering for me to take them for a walk, and I haven't yet, and I know I need to. But there's a difference of abilities, and it's been raining and all that. Whatever excuse I can make, I'm a lazy shit. Um, but I do like their company. It's wonderful to have this dog energy with us today. And that's part of why I was actually out and about this morning, because there was a surprise in the lounge room, and I'm banishing them to the outside today. And they can be in the kennel and a nice cushion outside, all of that. But we may find time to be able to go and be walking. Who knows? Who knows? Siren's going. So that beautiful role that we have of being the unconditionally loving companion to ourselves as well as to others. So it's a light code that was channeled for your listeners. Oh, that is an absolutely wonderful explanation, a wonderful purpose for the light codes, and thank you for sharing that, Rena. All blessings and good energies for your business will flow. Thank you. I'm sure that's where that comes into it. That there's wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Now we're back into the middle, and Nat, you didn't get the notification. Leighton will watch the replay. I was wondering, look, that's the wonderful thing about our technology, but it's also the downside of what some of the changes that happen all the time when programming happens, reprogramming, new programming, and we all know that Facebook changes up and around and all sorts at times, and programmers do keep improving and finding bugs and all sorts, and sometimes that does happen, doesn't it? We have that inconsistency, but it's purely for the development and growth of what most consumers are actually expecting. What is perfection? Here we have in that central space, that is our outcome, the perfect picture of these beautiful lilies, that is Mother Nature naturally doing her thing. It's each and every part of what is living force, the energies that we have around us, the vibrations, being in their natural space and place, and a lily in its beauty, shining its light here in those gorgeous, soft, gentle colours, that in that stained glass in the background reflecting, remember, and it's actually bringing up that purpose, purpose of acknowledging that there is the beauty around and about us, and we are part of it. There's I'm feeling that the stained glass, I'm trying to get these messages that are coming in, and it's not conforming to how I understand it. It's almost like there's the mishmash of what is the life past and up to our present that's really glowing through into that stained glass and shining through that light that is glowing the natural beauty of the lilies and the continuity of what life is, and that we can rest peacefully at the end of our day with these lilies. And it really does bring forward that is the lily monster in the show that used to be what was it called? The Munster Show, wasn't it? I can't remember now. That's a lot of years ago, and many here may not even have known or watched it. But it really is that peacefulness and being able to settle into our understanding of who we are and sleep peacefully. Because what is life? It is understanding who we are and, bringing forward the depth of our souls from what is our depth of our souls at that heart center or wherever you're feeling your soul connection, and bringing it forward into experiencing with others what is our life here on earth. So there we go. And that's how my understanding is anyway. Molly's listening to the dogs howling to the sirens. Oh, that is so funny. That is. I think dogs are beautiful. I mean, they really are. They can be frustrating. And, there's certain things that they can do that really irritate the heck out of me. And I'm sure each and every one of us has our own little triggers around how we expect them to behave. And yet, as my daughter said when I texted to her and said she's getting one more chance, otherwise you're going to have them back, she said, shut them outside. They're dogs. She doesn't understand. And I thought, no, well, she certainly understood when I pointed at the issue. But all good. They're having a wonderful day outside. I do hope that you too can have a wonderful day in whatever you're doing, whether it be at home, whether it be at work, whether you work from home like I do. And in all those factors in between, that you are being you, that you are blessed in whatever you do, that you are being the best in whatever you do. And, sometimes it's actually okay to do absolutely nothing, just to be. So feel your center, feel that soul space, the heart space, and really tap in with your connection with spirit and ask them for guidance as you're moving along if you're having an issue, or call out for help with someone. We're here to live a joint experience in life, aren't we? Humanity. Thank you. Thank you. Be the best you that you can be. And thank you from Marina. Lovely, lovely. And we'll see you tomorrow morning. It will be earlier. Thursday, Friday, it's going to be 7:30 in the morning. Hopefully your notifications are all going to work. So until then, bye for now. Namaste.